Okay, I'm back. And so I'm thinking something like this. And now I'm thinking there's way too much stuff on this page. And I need to get some of our photos on here. Okay, so circle, circle, circle. They're different. They're 2 tags and not a tag. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. So I think when you're feeling frustrated with yourself, which I kind of am right now, I don't know why. I didn't start out feeling that way, but I think my desk was a little too messy for my taste, and so starting to feel like, this is not how I do it. But I also usually am adhering things down as I go, as I call it, pick it and stick it. But this is the basic setup of the page, and I feel like I'm not sure if I have enough room for photos, but what I really want to focus on this page is this is what we did while we were in Utah. And while it's still fresh in my mind, I want to write down what we did each day. So, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So we started on a Wednesday, not, like we started and ended on a Wednesday. So I must want to like cut this in half. And so I can, I think I'm going to cut it right here above the Wednesday so that it will start and end on a Wednesday. So there's my little Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then I have this empty one, and then Monday, Tuesday. So I'm going to, again, cut that. Even though this is all wonky, I think it's still going to work. So I can still just kind of line it up. And I don't think that most people are going to notice that that's not together the way it should have been. And then there's my reconstructed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's going to end on a Wednesday. I am going to write that in with black. All right, so how do I remember what I did on my vacation and what day we did what? I'm going to look to my Instagram, and so first let me tape this card together on the back. So right now in my process, I'm kind of more concerned with the journaling than the page, so I just want to set, well, normally I would set that whole page aside, but I don't have it all taped together, so I'm just going to leave it for a second while I tape this card together. Oops. And no, it doesn't line up perfectly. It really doesn't. Like you can tell, especially over here, that it's been cut apart, but it's all right. It's going to work for, like, this way to work out the week. It's going to work better for me. Just because our vacation started and ended on a Wednesday. So I've just evened up those edges so it doesn't look quite so much like I cut it up. Okay, so Wednesday, I don't even remember the date now. Isn't that funny? So first I'm going to use my iPhone to just look at the calendar, and I know we were there for Valentine's Day, so it was 2/12, 2/13, 2/14, 2/15, 2/16, 2/17, 2/18, and then this is going to be Wednesday, 2/19. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the things I do remember. So on Sunday, I know we did the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, and then we went to, where did we go? Did we go to Alta or did we go to Solitude? I don't remember. We went to one of those two. And then the last day we rushed to get out of condo plus snowy, hot tub plus back to Florida. And then the Wednesday that we left, what did we do? I remember what we did. So I'll just write Tampa to Denver to Salt Lake City plus groceries plus Mom got sick, and I did. All that driving through the mountains made me, even though I was driving, I got car sick, and yeah, that was the thing. And so the first day that we were there, we went to, I think we went to Deer Valley, but you know where I can check is, remember how I took all of our lift tickets. That's going to show me where we were. I think, those are the receipts. That's not what I want. I mean, I could look through the receipts, but I think it'll be easier to look through the lift tickets. Put all those receipts just right back in the bag. And take out the lift tickets. There they are. Okay, so 2/13 we were at Deer Valley. Oh, that was so much fun. Awesome day at Deer Valley. That was so much fun. The little smiley face. And I can just see that with this lift ticket here. Then let's take out the lift tickets. And okay, so here is Alta. And yeah, we did go there on, and that was the day we had a snowstorm. Plus drive to Alta and blizzard, snowstorm with giant snow falling. Oops. Okay. And then 2:15, Deer Valley. So we did like, I think our last day was at Deer Valley. So I'm going to write last day, best day, Deer Valley, plus photographer. That's the day we got our pictures taken. And so this Saturday was at Deer Valley, and was it? I wonder. I'm just trying to remember. I think we went to Park City on the 17th, and then we went to Solitude on the 14th. I think that's how it went. It must have. So this one was a Deer Valley day. I don't really remember much else about that day. I think we went to Park City in the evening. At night, we went to Park City Main Street. Okay, that makes sense. And then Solitude was the 14th. So drive to Solitude. And one of the days we went to and I think each of the days we went to Deer Valley, we ended up on Main Street in Park City, and then each of the days that we didn't go to Deer Valley, we would just go home for dinner because it was like a drive. I think that's how it went. So, drive to Solitude on Friday, and I'm trying to remember what else we did there. Isn't it funny how you just don't even remember? Like, it was just like, it wasn't that long ago that we went. Okay, so Monday the 17th was Park City Mountain. And one of the days we went to the Olympic Park, and I think it was almost this day that we did the Mormon Tabernacle, the Alta, and I'm just going to put it here, even though I don't think it was. And I'm just going to put a little arrow down there. Like, there's Park City Mountain, Olympic Park, and then drive to Solitude. And then I want to say something else about that. I think we went out for ice cream at Cold Stone. I'll just write an ice cream date. And so I didn't even have to look at my Instagram, which I told you I was going to do. But this is what, if I didn't have those lift tickets, I could have looked at my Instagram and kind of seen, let's see. So here's where my trip starts. And I think that these are, let's just see. It just says 2 weeks ago, so it doesn't give you the date. But it does kind of show me, like, this was day 1, then here's day 2. This is Sunday, because that's church, and, it's not as timeliney as I thought it would be. But I think you could definitely make it that way. Like, so if you were on a vacation, you could say, like, this was, this is day 1, day 2. But so I have all of my vacation all spelled out there. Now I want to start to adhere things down. So, and I still don't have my photographs, right? That's freaking me out a little bit. So I almost think like an edge around this would be nice, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to keep going. I feel like I'm taking too much time now. And that's, what is too much time on your scrapbook layout? I don't know. I guess like however much time you have, or whenever you start to feel antsy about it, and I'm starting to feel antsy about it, so that's why I'm thinking it's too much time. I don't think everybody has that rush yourself through the layout thing, but I do. And it's not a stressful thing. Like, I'm not stressed about it. I just, I don't know. I guess I just want to do it in the fastest time possible. Why? I don't know. I think it's just my personality. So I'm just trying to get that pretty centered and straight. And I didn't really look to see how I had that all laid out. Whoops. So it went kind of like this. So we've got this and this going on. Oh, I'm just having adhesive issues here. So I think that, like, just based on first impressions of Survivor, Beauty, Brains, and Brawn, before I saw the show at all, I thought Brawn would win. Because in a survival situation, I think that the healthiest person would probably survive. And then we started to watch the show, and it became, like, pretty clear early on that all the smart people thought they were so awesome. And so therefore their interpersonal dynamics were really bad. They're like the craziest tribe ever. Even Jeff Probst was like, this is a crazy tribe. One of the girls, like, threw away, like, was mad about something, so she took all of the rice and threw it in the fire. Because, you know, that's smart. That's not smart. Okay, so we have this issue of, yeah, I should have started sticking things down before I got too distracted here. But so after watching it, I still think that the Brains will lose the worst. And then I think that Brawn, although the Brawn people are a little weird, honestly. Like, they just seem like unnecessarily, like, kind of rough and aggressive with each other. Their personalities are kind of rough. But I think they'll win. And I think that Beauty will also do really well. Because I think, sadly enough, pretty people do better sometimes in the interpersonal world. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? I think they do, though, because we watched a Dateline once, and it was like, they did tests on, like, babies and also on, like, kindergarten kids, and they had, like, 2 different teachers come in and talk to a kindergarten class, and then afterwards they were like, well, which teacher was smarter? And, like, every, like, kindergartner was like, you know, the pretty one. She was so much smarter. And they said, like, they did, like, the exact same thing, but, like, the kids all just had this bias for the pretty one. It's true. It's sad true. Like, humans are just, like, I guess the more symmetrical your face is, the prettier you are. And humans like that. It's a thing. It's not fair or right, but it is. But I also thought that, like one of the brainy guys looked pretty brawny, and, like, I don't think that pretty people are necessarily stupid, you know. I don't know. I guess they have to, like, Survivor has to figure out something to keep it interesting, so. I'm mildly interested. But halfway through the show, I started surfing my iPhone for more exciting things on Pinterest and Instagram. Like, it didn't hold my attention. And with The Bachelor, like, while we're talking about reality TV, we've got to wait like 2 weeks to figure out who he selects. If he selects anyone. I kind of hope, like, it would be really fun for me if both of the girls rejected him, but I don't think that's going to happen. So this says, here we go. I don't think this needs to. But I want to save this little here we go part of the tag. So it goes in my little handy dandy thing there. Okay, so before I got all off topic, I think the winter was up here. I think I have this laid out a little differently. Oh well. Okay. So let's see if we can recreate where I had all of my tags. And this wasn't how I had them before. Ugh. I guess I could like rewind and look, but I'm not going to do that. Harder than it looks, people. It shouldn't be. Okay, so it shouldn't be this hard. So I listened to the Paper Clipping Roundtable, and Ashley Oliver and Ruth Bonser were the guests, and they were talking about how to fit in scrapbooking when you have little kids, and I left some comments over there. This is totally not how I had it, and I cannot remember. I refuse to go back and look at how I did have it. Okay, so I don't really want this underneath, but I'm going to leave it underneath anyways. Alright, that's, remember, pick it and stick it. Let's do that. It's not how I had it before, and however I had it before was better. I think I had another little strip of something in here. That was in there somehow, I think. I don't remember! And there's no pictures on this layout. That's freaking me out a little. I need pictures. And so some of the pictures that, like, Shutterfly used to do, like, index sheets, which I really liked, and they didn't do them this time, so I was a little disappointed, but they, And I don't know, it's probably something you can pay extra for, but they used to just do it automatically, which I thought was awesome. Shutterfly, if you're listening, which I'm sure you're not, but whatevs. Okay, so here's the layout so far. Ta-da. But now they send, like, I don't know, I thought it was kind of lame. They just sent, like, here's the beginning and ending photo of whatever's, like, in this order, which I don't like that. I want all of them. Because, like, what I find is that they don't necessarily print them in order. Like, they always seem a little mixed up to me. So it's not very useful to me to see what's the beginning and the ending one, because I don't really feel like they're in order anyways. So, blah. So I don't like that. But I do think that I could use these little images on this page because they're all tiny like, and you know I like to, you know, cram as many photos as I can onto a layout, because I do. So that's what I'm going to do. And most of my other photos, like most of the other photos from my trip, aren't really going to be able to get pared down as much. Like, it's going to be hard for me just because like, I could cut this down, but, like, what I hate about it is I lose all those beautiful mountains. And so much of our Utah trip was all those, like, all that space. And if I cut this down, I still get that space. And I have, like, I've even made a layout already where I have cut this picture down, but it's just not as easy. Also, other of the photos, like, I've got a lot of selfies, and those we end up pretty big in the picture. And even if I cut this down, that's going to take up a lot of real estate on this page. So these little pictures are going to work really well to go in this space for me. So little random bits. Yeah, first image, last image. No thank you, Shutterfly. Not impressed. I wish you would go back to the index sheet. That's much more useful. Much. And I'm going to have that go over. And I want to have, like, I don't want that to be, like, a very precise grid. Yeah, see, this is like a picture from home, and then a picture from the ski trip, and then again a picture from the ski trip and a picture from home. It just doesn't make any, like, there's no order to it for me. And when I don't know, I just feel like when I get all my pictures back, a lot of times a big part of like, I have to reorganize them into piles and put them back into chronological order, because I don't feel like when they print them, I really get them back in the order that I ordered them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not, like, super concerned about it. I just, I like the index sheets better than this is your first image and last image in each of the little packs that they send. I don't find that useful. But I'm also not so concerned that I'm going to, like, write to Shutterfly or anything. It's not that annoying to me. Just a little annoying. So, you know. You know anybody at Shutterfly that you could complain to, go ahead. Do that for me, please. Because usually, you know, you'd have so many of these little index photos that you could use on so many different things that I like all those index sheets. So, if I haven't said it enough times, I miss the index sheets. I miss the index sheets. So there you go. So those photos are going to go kind of like that. Okay. I think I like that arrangement. I'm not completely done yet, but I'm getting there. So let's tack these down. So Saturday is March 1st. And I feel like I have not been very successful with my weight loss goals for this year, 2014. So I'm going to look at Saturday, March 1st, as a renewal kind of a day. So a day to say, hey, let's get back on track with some of the goals that I have for 2014, especially in the weight loss department. So I'm not exactly sure. So I need to get back into Bikram yoga. I've been out of it a couple weeks because of my vacation. But I think I went like 6 times in January, which is pretty good. Bikram yoga is intense. It's the hot yoga. So I think if I was going like, I don't know, 6 to 10 times a month, or like a couple, so if there's 4 weeks, and I went 2 or 3 times a week, then like 4 plus 6, yeah, like if I went 10 times a month, so I don't want to go 3 times a week every week, but if I did 10 times a month, I think that would be enough of Bikram yoga for me. And then I want to do like, half an hour to an hour on my elliptical stepper, which we have at home every day. I want to do at least 1 mile walk with my dog every day. That should be an everyday thing. And then I'm thinking about what I want to do as far as other habits. So I'm thinking, I don't know. I need to be more intentional about what I'm eating or not eating. Or like even just maybe drinking more, drinking more water, that kind of thing. Okay. So here we are so far. Got all the little tiny photos on there. And now I'm going to put Utah in this, or Park City or something like that. Let's see if I can just cut out those words. From something I already have. Instead of making a title, let's just see if I can find one. In my stuff. Okay, don't really have any orange on this layout, but that's not going to stop me from using this little brochure that has Utah in orange. It kind of fits. What do you think? Do you like it there? I kind of don't. But I'm going to put it down there anyways. But now I kind of think like I need to put a little orange there and a little orange there. So it's just a little pop of unexpected color. And I like orange. So there we go. So I need orange. I want to do something orange here and something orange here. But I think I'm going to go for embellishments now. So let's look at embellishments. I have my handy dandy. Oh, haha. little embellishment tray. Now I have a little already cut out icon of an airplane. Okay, I'm going to put that there. I think. It's not orange. I know that. But it's still cute. Funny noise coming from my backyard. So the question is here, here, here. I think here. So I'm going to use my, where did they go? My sticky dots. If I can find them. I don't think I can. I think I'm going to use a glue stick. If I can find one, yeah, obviously I need to do a little organization in here. Here it is. I've just been out of my space for a little while we were on vacation, so is that too weird? It's kind of weird. I don't know if I like it there. I could point to Utah. I think that's a little goofy. But it's maybe. Also, are we feeling like those tickets need brads? Debbie Hodge has a joke of everything needs a brad. Okay, so there's the airplane like on the map. Sort of pointing at Utah. And now I kind of feel like what would be cool would be to have some more of these little icons. Let's see. These are things that I cut on my silhouette. So that's an icon of a plane. Does that make any sense? I don't know if it does. And then I have one of these little like, so there's a little visual triangle. I don't know if it's the most awesome thing that ever happened, but I'm going to stick it down. And then I still need to do something with a visual triangle with the orange. And then I think I'm going to call it done. So that's going to go there. And so maybe an orange brad might work. Whoops. So you know I have that duck. They've apparently been doing it. She and her little friend there, who apparently is a male, they've been going at it. Trying to procreate like every day. I haven't seen it, but my husband's seen it like 3 times now. So I think we're gonna have I'm gonna be a duck grandma very soon. And I'm really hoping that she's gonna be able to find a nice place, safe place to have her babies. I'm worried about that. Okay, so I have these 2 little brads. I don't have an orange brad handy. I could go off looking for one, but I'm not going to. Then I also have a little camera icon. You know what I can't believe they haven't done icons of yet is like little cell phones. Are those out there? So maybe let's do, one of the brads will stay nondescript, but let's see if we can make that camera orange. And also, speaking of orange, some orange Sharpies. And also this brad orange. So orange brad, orange camera, plain old brad. Let's just see if I can make that. Oops. this brad is just going to be like nondescript. And then with this brad, I want to color orange. So I'm going to look to my Copic markers, and I have a drawer full of markers, and I keep my Copics in this thing. I'm not sure I have orange. I have yellow. Let's try that. Where did the brad go? There it is. Yeah. And then I'm wondering if I put red over it, if that will make orange. I also have Faber-Castell Scarlet Red. I don't know what these are. I don't think I've used them before. That looks kind of orange. I'm not sure if it's going to stay, like the color. I don't think it's going to. Nope. It's coming right off. So that's not working. I think I might have to go look for an orange brad to put here. But let's see if we can color this camera anyways. So I'm going to use what I think is the back of it first, and I'm going to... The Sharpie isn't working very well. Oh, the Faber-Castell, what's called... It's called Scarlet Red, but that looks pretty orange to me. So I'm going to use it, and yeah, it's called red. It does not look red. I guess maybe it does a little, but not so much. That reads orange to me. I don't know where I got these. It's called Pitt Artist Pen, Faber-Castell. I don't know. I don't really remember where I got them now. Okay, so I think that can go there. Just see if I can lay some yellow over that and tone the red down just a little bit. Yep. Okay. And now all I need is an orange brad that's going to go right there. And I have them close by, but not immediately close by. So I'm just going to walk across my room and get one. Hold on. Little jar of brads, and here's an orange one. It's gonna go right there. And then we're just gonna stick those two things down, and then we will be finished. Woohoo! I never even used these, remember? Let's see if those will go anywhere. And I also never used these. I'm just going to use those too. I could like kind of put a title right there if I wanted to. So there's one thing, and now how to stick this thing down. It's not very helpful, am I? Let's see. I need something very sticky. try this. I know this is very sticky. I think it's gonna work. I don't really love that there. It doesn't, oh well. It's gonna stay. Okay, can we glob anything else onto this? Travel, vacation, maybe. Oh, here we had day 1, day 2, that whole thing. That would have been cool to use. I think I could use some of these, but not gonna. Let's see if we want to use any of this. Do these have numbers? They do. Let's use 2014 as kind of our big title. Oh, these are very transparent. Huh. Weird. Not what I was expecting. I was going to put them over here, but I don't think they'll be visible enough. I think I'm not going to make them orange. I'm going to make them pink. But they're way more transparent than I expected. I don't know if I've used these yet. This was $8 for this letter sticker stack of they do show up, but they're much lighter than I expected. But I'm going to pull in that pink from the background. So I need to spell 2014. Can you believe it's 2014? I can't believe it. Yeah, so I've got like 4 months before my birthday. So that's 2014. Am I done? Yes, I think I'm done. I was going to think about writing February right here, or Feb 2014, maybe in this kind of greenish color. I'm not going to. Okay, done. Anyways, 4 months before my birthday. 4 months and, I don't know, as of Saturday, it'll be 6 days before my birthday, and I really need to get going on my weight loss goals, so I'm going to revisit that really soon. But this is my page today. Ta-da! Thank you for watching. I'm Katie Scott, and my blog is called Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking.